Okay, so hi everybody. I am Layla Chow Isaacs. I am an 8th grader at William Anna Middle School in Basking Ridge, New Jersey. And a few years ago, my parents wanted to know if I wanted to go to an ed camp because I woke up too early, and yeah. And then I immediately said no. And then my dad asked me if I wanted to lead a session with him, and I was all over that. And since then, my dad and I have been presenting at conferences on using Littlebits and Minecraft. And I love teaching adults how to use such cool tools. So in the middle, we have Jim Pike. And Jim Pike is a 5th and 6th grade STEM teacher at Albert Einstein Academy in Beverly Hills and director of game-based learning at Code Rev Kids. Jim has been teaching with Minecraft for 3 years and developed the MathCraft curriculum. Next to him, on his right, is Orion Owen. He has been a student in Jim's class for over a year and has been playing Minecraft since he entered the class. In this short period of time, he has set up servers, taught his teachers how to use command blocks, and helps run the IT side of the classroom. So, you want to do?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
So hi everybody, I'm Jim Pike. I've been teaching with Minecraft for going on 3 years now, and it has revolutionized my classroom and the way I teach, and especially the culture that it creates when it's used in a classroom. I am not going to pretend that I know more than a 10-year-old in Minecraft. Therefore, my students have an opportunity to teach me stuff as I'm teaching them stuff. So it's really kind of created a culture of co-learning. And in this one lesson that we developed, a lot of co-learning happened. So what the lesson is that Orion and I are going to teach you how to read binary code, and he's going to build a calculator in under 10 minutes. And then as we go through it, we're going to talk about what we learned and when we learned and who we learned it from. Are you ready, Orion?
Yes.
Rock and roll, let's go. So the first thing Orion's doing is he's getting set up with his palette. He's choosing the blocks he's going to use, and he's getting his redstone tools ready. So, and he's got that done in no time. Now, Orion, would you like to explain what you're doing?
So basically, I'm going to be building the interface of the calculator. This is where you'll put in the numbers that it's going to calculate. So basically, this is where you're going to flip the levers for the number that's going to add. So I'm putting in the light bulbs and levers. So this is basically,
You got it, man. Why are we using light bulbs?
because in the original computers used binary light bulbs as to work. So
We're essentially making a model of one of the 1930s, 1940s computers. So this lesson I was taught my senior year at the University of Massachusetts, and I didn't remember any of it. Now I teach the same lesson to 5th and 6th graders, and they have no problem with it. So right now Orion's building 2 adders. He's already got the first XOR gate built, and he's working on his second. Putting down the torches, boom, boom. And now he's building the output. The output, that last light bulb at the end, is where the answer is going to be built. Oops.
Oh.
Don't worry about it. You got this. You got this. So now he's building his AND gate, and the AND gate helps the binary lights carry. And he'll go into that in a minute. Boom. All right, so now he's built his first complete adder. Can you show them 1 plus 0? Get the structure block first. So show them the interface of 1 plus 0. And so right now we only have our ones column in, and now put in 1 plus 0. So do you see how the gold line is on and the diamond line is off? That's 1 plus 0. Now do 0 plus 1. Good. And now look, 0 plus 1, you see how the answer is 1. And now do 1 plus 1. Uh-oh, nothing turned on. But notice how that the AND gate carried over, and that's going to give us our 2. Now why don't you use the structure block? I used to have them build this by hand that goes out 8 place values. But then Orion says, Mr. Pike, that's too much work. Check out what I got here in the new 1.10 update. And he showed me the structure block. And what it allows you to do is copy and paste structures, which now makes my life like 50 times easier. And I have a perfect way to teach volume, X, Y, Z coordinates. So as you see there, his structure block needed to be a little bit further back. And you can slow down. Structure size, it's going to be 16 blocks back. It's going to be 4 blocks tall and 5 blocks wide. And does that cover everything? Yes, it does. Now it covers everything. Does it get that last little bit of redstone? Nope, needs to get a light. It's easier when you measure it first. But that's also, all right, cool. And okay. Now he's going to copy it, and he's going to reload in the name of the structure block, and boom. So take a step back and show him how many bits that you've just put in. So you see how it's copying the set of adders. So that was a real nice thing that Orion taught the class. And it was really cool. He actually taught the class. I sat back in the back of the room. He sat at my desk, and he led the lesson. Everyone in the class can use the structure block whenever they want now. And he wants to get, that's enough bits. Why don't you explain binary code to them? And we'll just do 4 bits.
So binary is basically ones and zeros that can form all numbers. So basically, so imagine this light bulb as 1. What is this representing now?
0.
It's 0 because the light bulb is off. So if I turn on, now the light bulb is representing 1. So now this light bulb is 2 and this is 4. So right now I can go up to 7 in binary because if I add, this is 1, 1, 1, 0, and this one would be 8. So 1, 1, 1, 0, it would be 7 in binary.
That's because 2 plus 3 plus 4 is 7.
1 plus 2 plus 4, but...
Yeah, sorry.
So, yeah,
1 plus 2 plus 4. He's better at math than me anyway.
So basically every one of these is binary. So right now it's 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So now I can do math with this. So
Orion, why don't we do 7 plus 6?
Seven-
Put in 7 on the gold and 6 on the diamond.
So this is 7 because, sorry, copy signs over too. So this is 2, this is 4, and this is 8. Binary doubles every time, and it goes all the way up to infinity, but that's how it works. So,
All right, so put in 7 on the top.
1 plus 2 is 3, plus 4 is 7. So now this is 7, and 7 plus, someone give me a number between 1 and 15.
Go for it. White shirt. 5.
5.
Okay.
So now I'm going to turn the 4 on and the 1 on. That's because 1 plus 4 is 5.
And class, what's 5 plus 7? 12. Let's go to the back.
So let's see. Because this is the 4th column and this is the 8th column, 4 plus 8 is 12. Do you see? Because 4 is on and 8 is on. So this would be 0, 0, sorry.
You got a 0, 0.
0, 0, 1, 1. So that's the answer in binary. So 1, 1, 1, 0 plus 1, 0, 1, 0, 1 in binary is 0, 0, 1, 1.
All right, Ryan, why don't you show the audience, break a block and show me the texture pack that you made. Another thing that Orion's a master at is creating his own texture packs. So watch the animation on the block that he's breaking. He added that into the game. You okay? You see how it's kind of coming in red? Yeah, he did that. And it came about when we were making a movie called Boxing the Titanic. Our characters needed to eat caviar because that's what the script said. So what he did is he go to day 3 or day 4 where we have caviar in it. Go to day 4.
Oh, day 4.
Yeah. Oh well. So we needed to put things in the game that weren't in the game. So he took an image of the he took the image of the melons and he replaced it with images of caviar. Where's Thomas Andrews? Oh, go to the montage. Do the montage.
I think it's...
Right there, hit play. So the boxing bag there is a chicken with unlimited strength, hung by a rope, and he changed the image of a chicken to be a block to make the boxing bag. Just hit play. And we used the MoBins mods that he put on the computers and connected them all together. But yeah. That's sit-ups. We had to make the pigs invincible to do this for the meat locker. And he was my special effects man, so whenever we needed something to happen that wasn't in the game, he'd put it in there. And he had just started playing at the start of the year on a PC. Yeah, and this is our big payoff on the montage. All right, and I think that's enough of our demonstration. And if there are any questions?
Well, first off, for Orion, can you tell us how the numbers carry over on the calculators?
On the calculator, the number carry, I'll remove the outline.
Just go to the carry part.
Okay, so numbers carry over right over here. So with the redstone, it's kind of hard to explain, but when there's two inputs, the torches invert that, and then these torches invert it. So basically, the carryover happens right over here. When
follow the redstone. There you go.
If you follow the redstone, so I'll just turn this off so you can see. The carryover happens right here because these are both on. So imagine you did 5 plus 5 in real math. Then that'd go over to the next number, which is 10. So it's basically how it works here.
1 plus 1 is 2 because that's the next carryover.
So that it changes it so it doesn't go into this light bulb. It goes into the one after that.
All right, Ryan again. What is a structure block, and can you explain how it works?
A structure block can do a lot of different things, but the main thing I use it for is copying and pasting. It's kind of, I can't explain everything it does, but basically you put in a number here. So let's say it did 10, but let's say it did 5 by 5 by 5. Then it'd copy everything in that 5 by 5 radius. So I'd click done, and then it'd show me the outline of what it was going to copy. So then let's say I build something here. So, and then I copied it, I saved it, and then I could go over here and I could load it. So, oh, sorry.
Don't worry about it.
So, oh, I have to save it with the name, sorry.
Alright.
So I could save this and then I could load it right over here.
All right, that's good, Orion. So Jim, what has Orion taught in the class?
Server management, how to put in plugins onto your server. He kind of runs my server. He fixes the computers when they go down because I'm a grown-up, so I don't know how any of this stuff works. He's installed mods for Galacticraft and really kind of helped me gamify my class on so many levels. And he's definitely helped make my class like 10 times more fun than it would have been.
All right, so now Doug.
Let's actually switch seats first.
Yeah,
Okay.
so let's go. Good
Well,
job.
you can read that while
Okay, so Doug Watkins is also known as Dr. Wasteland, MD, and he is a digital game-based learning specialist at a private school and a private tutor who has used Minecraft with kids for the last 5 years. He is the creator of Drakewater, a Minecraft adventure city, and he makes use of his experience with map building to help his students with their projects.
Hi, sorry, that's me. You can go ahead and read Max.
Okay. And Max Myers is AKA the Annihilator. He is a 9-year-old map maker with the mind of an engineer. When he's not taking apart adventure maps to figure out how they work, he is designing his own. He has dabbled in modding and texture packs and is excited to see where Minecraft can take him.
And I'm just resetting us to the normal texture pack here. It's going to take 1 second. So hi, I'm Doug Watkins, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you guys all for coming. I know this is, there's other things going on that everyone would love to see, and we just really like having you here, so thank you very much. This is Max, like Layla said, and he's created an adventure map. We've been working on it for about 8 weeks. And we actually work remotely with each other. I live in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Max lives in Chicago. So this is all him. I've given advice, and I've helped him and facilitated his work, but this is really all his work that you're about to see. So Max kind of wants to take you through the adventure map. We got it down, pretty fast run. And here we go. Is there anything you'd like to say about the map to start off, Max?
At times, it was very, very frustrating.
It is, and it's an activity that sometimes you're not going to get the answer that day, and it just has to go into what I call the stew, which is your brain, and you just have to think about it overnight and then come back to it later. And sometimes you come back to it and you go, wow, I figured it out, and I didn't even realize I had. So this is the beginning of the map. I'll kind of tell you what's going on. Basically, you've woken up at night and you heard something across the street from your house. So you're going to go investigate. Leave the coins. Coins are good. And so every block here was all placed by Max. We also use structure blocks to do these houses and things. And can you change yourself to creative mode so we can go real fast? So you would normally play this map on adventure mode. We're changing to creative mode just to go as fast as possible. So try not to, try and imagine what it would be like to actually have to fight these guys and stuff. They're not easy. Max, like me, likes challenge. So I'll read the adventure map. It's the good king talking in your ear after you defeated that guard. There was a bad king's guard in the house. And after you defeat the guard, the good king says, "Do not fear, I am Arthur, the true king of this land. You would make a good knight with some training. Go to the ruins of my castle across the swamp to seek your destiny." And then he says, "Beware, there are evil forces ahead." And the bad king's guard said, "Ah!" So here's just kind of some fun stuff on the way to getting toward the good king's castle. Don't worry about it. The attention to detail in this map is really what gets me. I mean, just now he was in the village. We had to talk about what the village is supposed to be used for, and Max decided it was a logging village. So that necessitated him to have to build a mill right over there, or it's evading me right now, but it's just right over there where he was a second ago. And it kind of helped define the town a lot, how many people were going to be there, kind of where it was going to be situated. You don't have to kill that guard, just keep going. All right. So this is the Good King's Castle that you can see up there in the distance. Anything you'd like to say?
We use structure blocks and /fill commands to make the castle. This part of this mountain was handmade, and this bit is just a little parkour because this was supposed to be a bridge that went to the castle, but is now in ruins. So it's not, you have to parkour over it.
Exactly. And so just to remind you kind of where we are in the story, the good king lost a war to the bad king about 20 years ago, and he's a ghost now. And the bad king has not been handling the kingdom very well. And so when the player character, stops the bad king's guard, it's very important. And that kind of gets the good king paying attention to the player. So the good king just levitated you over a wall.
And you will not die because you got resistance.
We give you resistance and just a little bit more like duration than your levitation. All right, let's go through the portal.
This is the bakery, and then this is where the knights, used to sleep.
So this is the old barracks. And now there's a strange portal here. So this is night training. The good king is saying, welcome to night training. Good luck. And we've got a ghostly knight here. You can see that the command blocks give you armor in the map. So that,
Chest plate, though, because you'll see why. Do you know?
right, we don't give the player the chest plate yet, and you'll see why in just a moment. So the good king is saying, do not worry, you did not hurt him. Remember, we are ghosts, which I've always loved that detail. And then he says, 2 more to go. So we're going through trainings. And Max is now in bow training. He's going to try and hit these arrows into the bullseye. Go a little lower. Try a little lower.
Okay, just get this.
There you go. So it's not easy. Like I said, Max and I both really enjoy a good challenge. There we go. And this is the last one. This is flight training.
That's why you don't get the chest plate, because it gives you the elytra.
Right, so now you've got the elytra, and you've got to try and make it over to that other platform over there. So here we go. Oh, it's not easy. It's like I said, we like challenge. Okay, so now the good king says, now for the last step, then you can assault the bad king's castle. One more thing left to do, or no, actually 2 things left to do. Another detail I love. And then he says, you must get the Sword of Fire. It is located in a cave near your village. Go to your house, then take a left and follow the path to the cave. So let's just elytra there.
And it gives you fire resistance, because you'll see why, pretty much. Yeah. Fire.
All right. So this is the traitor's cave. And during the 20-year war, he somehow betrayed the good king and caused him to lose. And so now the player has been sent to defeat the traitor.
I was in peaceful. No.
Okay. Appear to have a little bit of a glitch here. Happens from time to time. That's all right. Go ahead and fly over to the, just fly back to the good king's castle and we'll, oh, you'll just summon it? Okay, great. So normally, and I don't know why because it was working yesterday, but normally a blaze gets summoned right there. And that blaze is the traitor. So when you defeat the traitor, it says,
I think
wait, here. Oh yeah, okay, wait, we should have him now. Sorry, he just went over and summoned him. Technical issues. How about we just go hit the block that detects him so that we can keep going with the map? All right.
this will not usually happen.
Right, when the map is done, like we said, the blaze is going to spawn. Let's go over to the command blocks here and just do the, once you, yeah, like that one up. Yeah, there you go. That should summon it now. Okay. All right, we're back on track.
There we go.
There's the traitor.
He is harder than a normal blaze. He does have diamond armor, enchanted diamond armor. Oh, down here.
So this is kind of like a mini boss. after you've completed the training. And he's running away from us, by the way, because we're on creative mode. When you're on adventure mode, he goes whole hog. He comes right for you. So,
Because then you couldn't get past the fire over there.
yeah, he was saying that's why you have fire resistance, so that you can fight in this cave without having to worry about things.
Much harder than a normal blaze.
Nice. So now the Good King is saying, good job, come back to my castle and climb the tower. I have a surprise for you. So instead of walking, we're going to fly just to make things a little bit faster today. But the player would have to walk back through the village and, you know, do the jumping puzzle again and all that fun stuff. Then we get up to the top. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, but when you came out of training, the door to the Good King's castle was suddenly opened. And that's another command that we do.
So then you go to the tower with some more parkour. And I failed the easiest jump in the world.
And are you holding the sword in your hand?
Wait, why do I not have it?
I don't know, why don't you have it?
More technical
just-
issues.
It's okay, just get on an anvil and name it Golden Sword.
Or I can just get
Oh, not a bad idea. So it's, we had a technical issue there. You're supposed to have a golden sword in your hand once you defeat the guy, and when you get the traitor. And once you get up to here, it summons this fireball. And then it's your job to hit the fireball, and it flies across, and then you can fly across the map and follow it. He's flying because he has the elytra again. He could fly in creative mode. Oh, it looks like he missed. Why don't you just summon a fireball right here, Max, so we can see it explode? Capital F. It's okay. Do you want me to type it real fast? Yes. All right. Oh, oops. Yeah, sorry. I did indeed. No, you don't. And then this one is curly bracket, not square. Sorry about technical difficulties, y'all.
This will be fixed in the proper. You have to have the coordinates.
Okay.
This
that's
is
right.
also a good example to show how Minecraft can teach coding, because what they're doing is pretty interesting JavaScript.
And it all comes back to the process of coding and how you get it all. Just gonna see now really fast the, all right, let's try this one more time. And there, and I hold a golden sword, and
Ta-da! Fireball.
And now we have a fireball. And then we're going to launch it right about there. And then we're going to follow it. Get ready for a big explosion.
Hopefully it will hit this time. And you missed.
Looks like I missed. That's okay. Anyway, so you get in here. This is the Bad King's Castle. And go.
When you fly in, you would be in game mode A. You do have to be in game mode A for this bit, so these guys spawn.
And then you defeat all these guys. Can you just switch it to peaceful? So let us see the Bad King and then switch it to peaceful so that we can move on. Max.
I'll try not to die.
So he's going to the Bad King's throne room here. And here's the Bad King himself. And you can see it's not very easy. So press respawn, and that should end all of them, because they're out of the world now. Or just switch to peaceful, Max. And then this is the very end of the map.
Or, oh yeah, because I have to put the radius.
Oh, yeah, because it's moved over there now.
So we have to be in the radius because that's how it's built. So it's 100%, you have to kill it. There we go, it's dead now.
Excellent. So you just killed the Bad King, and you won. All right, so I hope you enjoyed our little bit of a walkthrough there. I'm sure we don't have time for very many questions.
I have one question.
One question, excellent.
So Max, what is the most rewarding part of making a Minecraft mat?
The most rewarding bit is probably when you finally finish a bit and you get the stress off of you, and it's a nice feeling.
He's talking about when all those tiny bits of command blocks, when they all run the right way, like they didn't today, but when they all run the right way and everything works just like you had planned it, that's your favorite feeling, right, Max?
Yeah.
All right, so now on to Franz and her nephew Brayden. So this is Franz Davis and her nephew Brayden Carroll. Franz is a district administrator in Texas who is extending Minecraft to all of their students. She learned about Minecraft from Brayden, who has been playing for about 4 years. It was his story about how he and his friends turned a tech day into a Minecraft adventure that inspired her and many of his own teachers to take a look at the game.
Hello. So it's really interesting watching these two young men play, and pretty amazing because Brayden goes to a school that does not offer Minecraft to their students. As a matter of fact, a few years back, and where a lot of this story originated, and he's going to scratch me for telling this story, but he was, in a classroom like a lot of kids that I've talked to over the course of these 2 days that are told flat out, don't play Minecraft when you go home, or it is deeply disencouraged in favor of kind of traditional way we do school. So when Brayden kind of came home and told this story, which he's going to tell, that was kind of my aha moment at, wow, like we can say kids can't play Minecraft, but clearly they're going to find a way to do it, and they're going to find a way to really put in what they've learned in other ways that we miss out on and we don't take advantage of that. So I really did love this story, but a lot of Brayden's creativity beyond this actually happens via his Xbox, and so he'll share some of what he's done with that as well. Oh, no, you can just talk about it. Your BYOD day, go.
Okay, so we had a BYOD day at school, and we all bought our devices, and so we started playing Minecraft, and we were playing Minecraft, and some kids came into our Minecraft world, so then we were like confused of what is happening, so we kind of left, and they went into their world, so we went into theirs. And then they were disguised as Herobrine, and we were confused because we knew he wasn't real. So they had some weird kind of stuff that we didn't know about. So we went and looked it up, and then we kind of figured out how to do it on our own, and we did it in our world. And through the summer, some of my friends that we met through playing Minecraft are now playing and building a really cool world.
So the whole point, and I know we're missing out on that, the whole point was that they had this BYOD day at school, and the school didn't know that the kids had Minecraft, and they just started playing and then going into each other's worlds, and for a while you thought they were trying to destroy yours, didn't you? And so what made you think they were trying to destroy your world?
Just they were random people coming into my world, like looking around and not listening to what we were like. Do not mess up our stuff. They were not paying attention at all.
That probably happens a lot. So as they come in and they were playing, and then they left out, and there was something that you saw specifically that you didn't know what it was. It was some kind of tower. What was it called?
Netherrack Tower, I think.
Yeah, so you literally Googled it that day. But in the end, were they trying to destroy your world?
No.
No. And there was something that I thought was really interesting, that prior to this, had you and these friends ever talked about Minecraft?
No.
No. So in essence, I guess kind of what happened with them was they didn't really, you go to class every day, you sit in desk, and Minecraft kind of became the unifier. and something that they could talk about and do. And then later in the summer, Braden didn't really have a lot of friends. And I mean, you didn't have a lot of friends that came over. I don't want to make it sound like you didn't have friends, but all of a sudden one day he was playing with some kid on his Xbox. And first of all, as a parent, I was like, who are you playing with on your Xbox? Because that has never happened. And it happened to be one of the kids from school that day. And what kind of world were y'all building?
It was just a world where we all had homes and we kind of like collaborated to make shops and rides and different things in that world, kind of like a community.
And then that's where, I guess for me, when I kind of took over, I kind of witnessed that for the first time. And so like even in our schools, we originally started out by playing Minecraft without letting the kids get into each other's worlds. And then we realized really quick that was a terrible idea, because even the first graders were like, how come they can't join our worlds? What are you doing? And so we had to open that up to them. And then like for us in our school, kind of I guess based on that, we started building our community projects with our students, where we challenged them to rebuild our downtown historical area, but in Minecraft, and they did it as a collaboration between multiple classrooms that I don't think I would have done had I kind of not heard him talking about him and the kids at school working together. And even the excitement of him making actual new friends that he to this day still talks to because of Minecraft. It was just completely mind-blowing. You had questions?
So Braden, what's the coolest things that you've made in Minecraft?
I have made a whole world, like a theme park for this one, for her birthday. And it had different games and rides and music that I did with note blocks. Is there something?
Yes, because there's a story. He kept texting me and saying, what's your favorite song? And at the time, it was Taylor Swift's Bad Blood. And didn't occur to me exactly what he was doing until I rode into my birthday world, and explosions went off, which I thought that was cool. But then the roller coaster ride actually switched between multiple songs, and you don't, like, that was another thing. And we haven't really talked a lot about music blocks and how that can be used, Minecraft in a music class, but he doesn't read music. You learned that through, how did you learn how to do music blocks?
YouTube.
Okay, that was clearly going to be the answer to that. But like you would, like when you started, it played one song, and then at one time the roller coaster switched to the nether. So I don't know.
It was like a nether biome that I built. It was just a kind of small little roller coaster thing.
But that's the one that switched to the Taylor Swift Bad Blood, and then it switched to a Frozen theme. Then it switched to the Lego theme, so that was really cool. But my favorite part was, and you have to talk about this, my favorite part was one of the games, and I don't know how he did it, to this day I still don't, but you had to like bow and arrow shoot the prizes, and instead of me having to, with my lazy self, walk up and pick up the prize, they just appeared in a box beside me. How did you do that?
It's very simple. I had like different, just like wool, just like placed different places around the room, and it was kind of like a balloon or something, and you just shoot it and the item falls out of the item frame and it goes down to the carpet, which was underneath the carpet was hoppers that go directly into one chest that's right next to you. So once you get done playing, you get to collect your prizes.
I did not even know how you did that. I just know that it was fun to play. Between that and the bowling alley and the horse you actually got to ride.
So for Franz, how does this story help you when getting teachers to use Minecraft?
I think that for me, it was the first thing we do is we actually talk to kids that we had never done. We had a couple of kids in class that, I know for one, there was one in particular who was nonverbal for at least 2 years that he'd been in school. He would talk at home but would not talk at school. And we brought Minecraft in and we asked them to tell about the worlds that they created, and he would not stop talking. And he continued to talk after that. And it was just eye-opening for his teachers were in tears. It was eye-opening for everyone to see him do that. It actually captured video of him talking, which no one had ever done. But it was, I mean, just seeing the transformation even in Braden, I think that when I look at him academically, and I'm sure other parents with kids have playing Minecraft have experienced that, where when they're playing Minecraft, their ability in multiple other classes seem to take a leap in certain ways. It's that level of thinking that is deeply improved with Minecraft. And so by sharing that and sharing the successes that we've seen, even the communication-wise with other people, that I don't think would have happened without Minecraft.
Back to Braden. Has Minecraft helped you be creative in any other ways?
Oh, please do. Go ahead.
Okay, so okay.
Any day now, we do have to leave here.
Okay, so there is a Minecraft character, pretty sure some of you know, named Stampy Cat, and Minecraft, he plays Minecraft, of course, well, so he was is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I made a Stampy Cat puppet.
Yeah.
All right, Bill, you don't have to do the voice. Yeah, but he's an artist, and so that's been really cool to see him creating in Minecraft, and it translates into his art and his drawing and then the physical creations that are based on Minecraft characters.
So I think that's it. Does anybody in the crowd have any questions? Anybody?
Yeah.
Yes, right here. Oh, thank you very much for the lights. We're going to get you a microphone here. It's coming up right here.
When does the map come out?
You can get it. Well, I'll let Max answer, actually.
When the panel is done, I have these things, pieces of paper that you can go to my blog, and there's a download link on my blog.
And just so you know, it's on the right side of the blog. There's a button that says downloads, and that'll take you to another page. Thank you for the question.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
Hi, Jim. We've met before at Code Rev. You introduced Max, my son, and I, and Max and me to your math craft. Is what you're doing with Orion a little bit of that, or is it something beyond what you're?
It's kind of like the things that Orion have taught me have evolved math craft to new levels that I'm really excited for. Well, before we were using the blocks strictly as math manipulatives. What we're now doing with the command blocks is we can gamify those math manipulatives to kind of do what a map that you saw Doug and Max do. So you would build your math problems, and that's where you're going to have your PvP arena. Then both students will go code some command blocks to turn it into an actual game. So this would be the next step up.
All right, good, very impressive.
And just before, if there's another question, we're also going to be, just after the panel, just right out here for a meet and greet, if anyone would like to come up and talk to us individually. I know Max, Jim, and I will be there. Rafranz, are you going to, do you have somewhere you need to be?
We actually have to run to a pretty top secret meeting when we leave here, so
Okay.
we won't be.
Understood. So it'll be the 4 of us, or 5 of us on this side of the panel, and you're welcome to come up and talk to us. I have cards. Max has his map. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much for coming, guys. Really, we really appreciate you coming and listening and helping be a part of this.
Thank you very much.